Hey Adrian, I am going to show you how I open my Photoshop document. It sounds as though you may have a document that's damaged and that's why it's not opening, but just in case I'm going to go through the process and then I will also upload a new document, new PSD document to week one in our data files so you can see if that's what the problem is. So to begin with, you want to make sure, and I'm going to go out here to, let's go out here to Photoshop. I'm not, sorry, not Photoshop, but Intro to Photoshop. And then I'm going to go under Weekly Content to Week 1. And then I'm going to go down here to the data files and I'm going to download these data files. I'm not going to do it right now because I already have them downloaded, but clicked on the data files to download them. And what happens is when you do this, it will give you an option to either open them or to save the file. Normally I save the file so that it will, so that I can choose where it is that I want it to go to. Now typically with mine it will show me, it will give me a little indicator right up here what's going on with the downloads, and then as soon as it's downloaded, I see, I don't know if I have it here, like this one for example. This is very similar if you're working on a Mac to what it would look like. If not, you would be downloading a zip and then just looking for it in your hard drive where the computer had actually placed your downloads. But once you have the zipped file, then what you have to do is double click on it to open the chapter 2. A zipped file is a compressed file, and in order to access the files you have to double click in my instance and then probably go to extract on your PC. And I can see that you probably already know how to do that because it looks like in your process you've done that. Alright, so once it is downloaded, and I'll show you what it looks like in my file folder. Here is the Chapter 1 lessons. This is what it looks like, again, the zipped file. After I've double clicked on it, this is what it looks like in my file. And then I'm going to look for my chapter, what is it, 1L1 PSD. And I can either double click on that, and what should happen is that should activate Photoshop and start the process to open the file. The other thing that you could do is on mine, on a Mac, you can always take this click, drag, and drop it onto Photoshop to open it. Or you can also go into Photoshop, go under File and Open, Command or Control O. And then you want to navigate out to where your data files have been stored. And again, I've put up a folder in my Documents file to open them. And if none of those three options work, you're going to want to check the name of your file. Now, for example, if it doesn't have a .psd after it, it's probably not going to open in Photoshop. It could be a JPEG, .jpg that would open. Could be, I'll show you what files will open in Photoshop. Typically a Photoshop document will open, so a PSD, Photoshop PDF, you know, any of these, Ping, TIFF, but really the one that you're looking for so that you can manipulate it would be the .psd one. Now, assuming that you've done all that and it still doesn't open, then it's a possibility that the file has been damaged. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go back into Blackboard and I'm going to go under Week 1 and I'm going to go up here to Build Content. You don't have to do any of this. I'm just doing this so, oops, geez, .psd file. let's see, I'll say a student has indicated her .psd file may be damaged. So here is a new one. All right, and then I am going to browse my computer. I'm going to navigate out to where I have my data files. And then I'm going to submit. Now try downloading that and see if that works for you. If not, again, it may be that I'm not sure how old your Photoshop is, but this is the version you should be working with. If you look at this, it should be Adobe Photoshop CC 2015. If that's not the version, that may be the issue as well. If it's an older version, it may not open that file. But hopefully this helps. If not, we'll have a face-to-face conversation next, and maybe you can share some screenshots with me so I can see what's going on. Thank you, and hope this helps. Let me know if it doesn't.